This is a weekend in my life vlog here in New York. I am just a work from home lady here and I just chronicle my life and that's what's going on. I am gonna ice roll because like this sinus is so sore right now. So hopefully this will help a little bit. I did do a steam eye mask from Japan yesterday. Actually no, it was from Miniso. And it helped a little bit, but it wasn't as good as I had hoped it would be. And now I am listening to 2 p.m. But Mamon today for the toner, and then I'm gonna go in with the 6 peptide skin booster from COSRX. And then for serum, I'm gonna try to use this one up today. It's from Sweet Chef, which I don't think is a brand anymore. I think it was like the baby sister brand to the, oh, what's that one? Glow Recipe. So this one used to be at Target, but I have only a little bit left of that. And then I'm gonna go in with the Vita C Dark Spot Care Tone Up Cream from Gouda. Again, I would not recommend this one because it does change my skin color quite a bit because it has a lot of white cast, unless that's what you're going for. And then I'm going to use this Biossance eye cream as well. So that's the skincare for today, and I'll talk to you in a bit. I'm going to go back to listen to my Millennium K-pop. Okay, so in here I'm looking for eyebrow pencil and a new mascara. So I have some like new mascaras that I picked up either in Korea or Japan, but those are like the newest in. So I need to find one in here that's a little bit older. So let me see. This is from 2023. It's from Tarte. It's the Man Eater. I think I've tried this one in the past and I wasn't a huge fan, so I'm gonna not use that one at the moment because basically I need to have one that's like gonna be really nice for when I'm in Minnesota and then also on my trip to Vegas. Let's see, this Benefit one is also from 2023. I think I'm gonna go with the Benefit They're Real Magnet. I've tried the They're Real, like the regular one. I've never tried the magnet one, so let's go with this. And then in terms of eyebrow pencils, these are eyeliners. Eyebrow pencils are over here. So actually I don't have that many brow gels. Okay, brow pencils. So I have 2. I think this one's Brow Definer from True and Luscious. This one is from Allure Beauty Box in 2022, so that one's pretty old. And then this one is a Korean product, I think. I got it from Yes Style. Soft Triangle. Brown and brown. I think I'm going to go with the Korean one for now. I'm also going to pick out a new lip balm to take with me. So, I really want to try this lip essence from Daiso, but I'm also like, I don't know, man. Let's see, what else do I got in here? A lot of them are colored. I think I'm going to do this really basic one, but the Carmex Weather Guard, because I think this will be really good for Minnesota dry winter, especially because my mom has that thing set up in their house that like takes out all the moisture from the air. My complexion section here, I have some powder foundation. This is better for summer. So let's see, concealers, moisturizer, tinted moisturizer. This one might be nice actually. But I also have, I was gonna say, I think I have a Glossier one in here because I just edited the video of me like getting it for free. So this one in the back. It is this one in the back. So I think this one is the oldest. I actually don't have that many foundations in my collection just because I tend to really use them fully. So anyway, I got this Glossier, but I also have this other cushion, but I'm not going to open another cushion. But otherwise I tend to use cushions because I don't leave my house that much. So I either use it for on the go or else for very light sort of stuff. So when I take video calls, it's not crazy. So anyway, I got this. Okie dokie. I tried to show you in my drawers, but I think perhaps this camera I don't know how to use appropriately yet because I haven't gotten back used to using a camera rather than my phone. So I pulled out a few items. So first off, Carmex, and I'm gonna just give them a go right now. This one is the Weather Guard Moisturizing Lip Balm with SPF 30 from Carmex. I think this one will be good for Minnesota especially. Actually doesn't smell like Carmex usually smells. It smells kind of like vanilla. Kind of weird. Oh, it kind of tastes like vanilla mixed with like aloe and fruit punch. It's weird. Anyway, my mom has this thing that takes all of the moisture out of the air, so this will be really good. Plus it has like SPF in it for. I always forget to, you know, put stuff with SPF on it. So a lot of my lip balms actually do have SPF in it, just because I know that that's kind of hard to do. And sunburn on your lips is like no other pain. So other products, I have chosen out the Glossier Stretch Fluid Foundation. I actually don't have that many foundations because even though I don't leave my house that much, I also tend to like fully use up all the foundations in like tube or the jar before I open a new one, and I just honestly don't use that much. I use like less than half a pump usually per day. So this is from Glossier. I got it for free last year. They color matched me, so we'll see if this is good or not. But I got it for free when I turned in, I think I had a Peri Para compact, and I turned it in because they were doing this thing was sort of like swap your old foundation. Okay, hold on. Review of this is kind of like cooling and tingly on my lips. Not sure if I like it. But this one, again, I'll give it a go. It's in the shade, let me see, this is also going to be good for my posterity if I end up wanting to purchase more. Light 4. So I think they have like 40 or 50 different shades. I do think that they will color match you if you go into the store, if you have one by you. Anyway, so I got that. And then I'm also going to use this for the first time, the Co. Soft Triangle Eyebrow Pencil, and I got this one on Yes Style. I got it in the shade number 1 Mocha Brown. So also my voice is cracking. I think I am sick. I've been really pushing it off, but I was also kind of hoping it happened last week because then I would have time to recover before I go home for the holidays and also my trip. So I'm on the fence. I think I already told you how there were a few, I can't get this wrapper off to save my life. There were a few pop-ups I really wanted to go to this morning, but I'm also like, it's kind of cold and I don't know necessarily if I want to wait in line, and I feel like some of them are going to be busy. Like the Verizon one is Barbie Dream House, but it's Barbie Stream House because Verizon's sponsoring it. And I kind of want to go because they have a lot of fun activations, but I feel like that one's going to be crazy busy with snotty kids. And I don't know necessarily if I feel like lucky enough to get sick and get over it within like 3 days, because my sister's been sick since before Thanksgiving, or like, yeah, she came home and she was like immediately like, I need to go to CVS, so she used my card because I had like 40% off coupon or something. Anyway, so Soft Triangle Eyebrow Mocha Brown, so it is like this triangle shape. I don't know if you can see that, which makes it kind of easier for drawing like more realistic eyebrows. She says, as she's going to show up looking like a weird clown. But I also have the Benefit They're Real Magnet Mascara. I've tried the Benefit They're Real. Everybody has, I think, at this point. It's like one of their classic products, but I've never tried the magnet version. And I got this one in a BoxyCharm, I believe, so that came in PR. I don't get PR anymore, unfortunately. It was kind of fun to do those boxes, so if somehow I can get back on getting the Ipsy PR so I can give like real reviews, I will fully do that because it's fun. Anyway, so I got this. Figure that maybe I'll like try to do this on camera and you'll see how bad my makeup is, but I'm just a regular guy, so I'll do like a regular guy wear test for all of this new product and other product. So I've been using the Skin Ink, and this one is a serum. I've been using this Serum Glow Filter from Skin Ink. This was also from a BoxyCharm, but it has like these little bubble thingies in there. I don't know if you can see it, but basically when you squirt out a little bit of the product, the little bubbles pop and it gives you a little bit of a glow in the primer. So I've been liking this. It is kind of nice. I know that people like putting primer on with like their hands, but I don't like doing that. I know that that's probably proper technique, but I feel like that's so gross. You're just like smearing it all over your face. I think people do it with like a lot of products actually, which is why I just do my simple routine. Oh, this is a screw top. I thought it was going to be a pull off. So maybe this has like a wand. Oh, it does have a wand. Nope, it does not. That's actually a pump. Hold on. Okay, it does have a pump. I was right then. Oh, that was way too much. So that was like a full pump. So we shall see. This was way too much product. Because again, I usually only use like a half because I don't like caking it on. So I would say this is like kind of a very light to medium. I'd say a little bit more on the light side of like texture wise. Match wise, because they matched my inner wrist, and that never sees sun, so They did tell me I had like a pink undertone, which I thought was interesting because every time I went to get color matched in Korea, they told me that I was dark skinned and that also I had yellow or orange undertone. This is a true shade match. It might explain why sometimes when I choose warm tone things, it is not a good match. I would say it's also about light coverage as well, because I'm sure if I put more on, I would be able to cover up some more of the redness around my nose. So now I'm going to do just this Natasha Denona, just because it's been my weekly palette. I always set out one palette a week. Maybe actually, maybe I should try one of my new ones. Okay, no, I'm not going, well, yeah, I'm gonna try one of my new ones. So actually, scratch that. I'm going to use this pink brown palette from And Us. And this one I got from 3 Coins in Japan. So 3 Coins is kind of like the $3 store. So 3 Coins is like 300 yen. So let me find a new brush. So this one is the pink brown. I think there were 4 maybe different options. And I went with the pink brown because it was more my style. And this is going to be kind of more of a subtle look, I think, than a lot of the American palettes that I have. Just because the Japanese style of makeup is a little bit more subtle. And this one is like all shimmers. I don't know if you can see that. So today I think I'm gonna just use kind of like the pinky shimmer. Okay, I do like it. It's very subtle, but I would say that you have to kind of, for the first time you use it, you have to really go in there, which is why I had to go in a few times just to kind of loosen it up a little bit. Because I'm guessing they probably put something on as the top layer to make sure it doesn't like, you know, crumble around. So I'm gonna keep using that palette. This one, I'll try to link you any of these products if I find any links for you so you can find reviews from people who like do more crazy makeup or better makeup than me. Coring Coat Soft Triangle Eyebrow. Okay, it's very subtle. I think if you push harder, it'll come off darker. So I'm gonna just keep playing around with it. There was also similarly kind of, you had to, I kind of had to go over a few times with it just because I think there was like a little bit of like, you needed to melt the wax or whatever slightly. I don't know if it's wax, but you know how there's always that like a little bit of a thicker layer on the outside. So I'm gonna use this They're Real. Okay, let's see. So this is what the wand looks like. It's kind of flat. So I actually don't like the ones that are like curvy because I find them very hard to use and I end up poking my eye. Okay, so that's what we got there. I would say that this one isn't paying off the same way as I remember They're Real, the regular one, doing, because actually the brand that's like pretty similar is from the grocery store Aldi. It's the Lacura brand, L-A-C-U-R-A. It's called They're Brilliant. I actually have one in there, and that one I actually really like as well, and that one's like $3.99. So we'll see, because maybe it's, again, this one is like a year old. Okay, no, I think I just needed extra coats because it's looking a little bit more like I remember it. But I'm also wondering if there's a actual difference between the magnet one and the non-magnet one. And that will be it for today. Oh, and then I'm also going to use this. Eventually I'm going to have to open a new highlighter, but I don't actually have that many highlighters. Ooh, that's really bright. So this one is almost gone, but this one is the Touch in Soul Glowdient palette. And I've also somehow managed to use most of the shades, because back when I got it, I was like, there's no way I'm going to use all of these, because like some of these are too dark, but actually when you swirl it all together, it actually adds a little bit of definition to my face that has like no definition. Or at least that's what I think. That's what I'm telling myself. And that's what I tell myself when I look at my camera on team meetings. I'm like, oh, it looks like I actually am alive here, not just like a flat Stanley. Okie dokie. So that is everything. I'm gonna go make some coffee and I'll check in with you in a bit. I'm gonna try using my real cameras more when I am vlogging rather than my phone. So we'll see. Maybe the quality of the video is better, maybe it's not. For sure the audio is going to be better, but you still might actually hear my air purifier a lot more, because there's certain sounds that the phone does a better job at like kind of blanking out versus the camera. But anyway, I'll talk to you in a bit. Okay, so it's 10:45. As you can see, I have a bunch of stuff to put in the free stuff shelf, all of those magazines, but I think I'm going to film a couple unboxings and then decide if I want to head out or not. I might eat a little bit here before going, but in world news, as an update to maybe 2 weeks ago, when the Korean, well, at the time he was the president, Yoon, decided to declare martial law in like the middle of the night in Korea, seemingly without really a plan. Anyway, they just voted to impeach him. So this is the second Korean president, South Korean president, in case people are like, do you mean North Korea? No, South Korea. Second one in 3 presidents that have gotten impeached. So that's crazy. One of my friends is like, yeah, maybe it'll be my second impeachment. I have now lived through so many impeachments. Trump got impeached twice. There was Park Geun-hye. There was also, that was when I was living in Korea. That's why I can count it. I'm not living in Korea now, so I can't count Yoon. And then there was Bill Clinton. Yeah, anyway. Let me just sit around here trying to get the motivation to go into my other room. As a brief check-in, and a surprise to no one, it's 3 p.m. I'm not leaving my house today. Maybe I'll go out tomorrow to the pop-ups, but I'm having a Lindt, and this one's from Frankfurt. This is a latte cereale, like cereal latte. So I think it has, yeah, I was gonna say, I think it has cereal pieces on the inside, so it's like the little crispy crunchies. This one's okay, but it's milk chocolate. I think I meant to give that one to my friend's kid. I think the problem was I kind of blacked out when I bought it, and I couldn't remember everything I was going to give my friend's kid. So that one's definitely more of a childhood sort of flavor. It's like a crunch bar. Also, I took all the chocolate out of my fridge because it's so hard when I bite it. I'm like, my teeth are very strong, thankfully, but even still, it's a little bit jarring. I just finished editing a couple videos. I'm going to edit a few more, try to get ahead for this week so that I don't have to... Basically, I just don't want to be editing until like bedtime every night. My other camera is over there on the counter, but I don't think my neighbor's okay. There's been a lot of banging in there and kind of things falling. It's not like a fight. I think they just like fell over or dropped something heavy. I don't know, but it's been shaking the entire apartment. I haven't done this in a while, so I'm soaking my shower head in vinegar and water. I couldn't find a hair tie, so today I'm using a Ziploc bag and some mailing tape and a prayer to soak your faucets and things, because it gets like the soap scummy stuff off. So this is, in case you're one of the adults who don't know that, that's what you need to do. I typically try to do it once a quarter, but I think I forgot last quarter, so this is like biannually at this point. Okie dokie, it's about 11. I don't know if you can hear it. There's like kids and adults out there screaming. Well, not screaming. Well, maybe screaming. Now there's sirens. So I don't know what's going on. But earlier this morning when I was filming, it was like trumpet music, and I was like, what the hell is going on? But yeah, anyway, I'm going to bed. It was a very chill Saturday here. Basically, I just like needed to rest. My brain, my mind, my eyes. My eyes are actually really not doing well right now. So I think maybe I was hearing stuff going down. I just thought there was like random kids and parents out, but sounds like perhaps not. That might be an ambulance though. Anyway, my eyes are so sore, and like, I don't know, I just feel like ever since I went to the eye doctor, everything's been a little bit not so good. Like, I kind of knew that my eyes kind of got a little bit bad because I've been having difficulty reading like the subway signs. Like on the platform, I always have to like squint, and that's never really happened until very recently. But now I'm like, oh, how bad is it happening, and how fast is it gonna be? Because I heard that once you get hit 40, you need reading glasses, but I'm kind of like, when is that going to be for me? Because my eyes have been bad for like since I was in 3rd grade. Anyway, I'm going to bed. I'll talk to you in the morning. It'll be Sunday, and gosh darn it, I am going to those pop-ups because I just put them on my calendar. I also need to go and definitely need to buy some vegetables because all I have for vegetables are some frozen beans, some frozen corn, and that's about it. Good morning, it's 8:45 and I am up. I think I am gonna go to Soho today, but probably after eating a little bit of a lunch here so I don't spend too much money outside, because I'm still on my leg trying to save money. I think for 2025, a goal I have is to continue on with that budget sheet. I don't actually have a budget, I just track my spending, and I use the Google Docs, like the Google Sheets template. And I think for 2025, my goal is going to be to save more of my take-home pay percentage-wise than I saved this year, because I don't like giving like an actual like dollar sign number, just because, you know, bonuses and salaries fluctuate. So I think it's a percentage would be smart, and it's going to be after tax and after benefits. So like my 401k and stuff gets taken out before I get the take home, you know. Anyway, I'm making coffee now in my Nespresso. I just need to I need to find new ones because I used the last pod yesterday. So as I said yesterday, I used my last pod, and I think this one is the holiday one I bought last year with my friend in Bloomies. So I think I might actually take this one out. I also kind of want to go to Bloomingdale's because I heard that they have like a really good window display this year. So maybe that'll be a fun out of my house experience today. It's kind of a fun pod. This is straight peppermint smell. It is so strong. Also, before I leave, I absolutely must prepare my onions because I bought the Costco onions, so I have to cut them up and put them in the freezer so they don't go bad. I absolutely must do that today, but let's give this a go. It smells very peppermint. It's like super strong. Like it has like a very cooling sensation in my nostrils. I don't care for it. Why did I buy this? It tastes like Thin Mints, which I guess are my favorite Girl Scout cookies, but I'm not really a Girl Scout cookie fan. But yeah, it tastes like straight that, but it's kind of powdery. It also has kind of a powdered texture, like, I don't know. It's very, I think I gotta put almond milk in it, even though it's hot. I try to like only put the almond milk in cold coffees. Also, I left that door open. But I think I'm gonna put it in there to try to soften that flavor a bit, because it's like super strong. I think I just gotta not get the flavored coffees, and if I want to have a treat of a flavored coffee, I gotta just use coffee syrup, which is on my list of things I need to buy when I'm out of my house today, because I have the smallest amount left. Do you see how small amount? Actually, that's probably enough for the week, and then I'm going home anyway. Changing cameras because the other one I am charging, but this tastes much better with the milk in it. I don't know. It tastes more like, oh my gosh, it now tastes like holiday ice cream versus before it was like straight when you have like, when you're a kid and you're like, I really want to try this mint extract, and then you try it and then you never want to try anything ever again. Have you ever done that? I'm sure you did. Like vanilla extract, that's like straight, I don't know. There are actually only 5 onions in here. Also, my other camera's still charging, so I'm gonna just cut these up real quickly. I'm not gonna like video it, so just imagine me crying out of one of my eyes because only one of my eyes tears up. And yeah. Oh my god. I have 4 onion bags there. And then I have onions here because I'm gonna make either black beans or lentils. I haven't decided which. I just threw a bunch of stuff together. We'll see if it's good or not. I just have lentils I need to use up. So lentils, onions, cilantro, some turmeric, some chili pepper flakes, some garlic, and yeah. Anyway, gonna throw this in here. Also, my nose has not recovered from cutting the onions. So today, it wasn't my eyes that were running, it was my nose. And it didn't like run out, it just like got very full. So I am still recovering from that, even though it's like 40 minutes later. See, I had to squint because I'm using my dailies for my last prescription. I just got the biggest fright. It sounded like they dropped like a bed next to me. I don't know what they dropped, but it shook my entire cupboard and I thought my dishes were falling. Okay, gotta get back to... Actually, no, I gotta check my lentils. Okay, let's see. I don't know if I feel like these worked. They may or may not have worked. Because I got the notice that it was like burn notice, so I had to put in a bunch of water. So they might be really gloop. Yeah, they're very gloop. So gloop. But I mean, they'll be flavorful at least, and they didn't burn. So that's good. You also literally can't see anything because the lights in here are so bad. Is that better? Is that better? I don't know. But it'll be flavorful. It at least smells like it's good. But they're really wet. I'm also making rice, by the way. I took a little bit of a taste. Texture-wise, very gloopy, but taste-wise, pretty good. I also need to blow out this candle. I had it because of the onions. So anyway, I am waiting for my rice to cook, but it's kind of basically become lentil soup because I had to put extra water in because I forgot to put oil in, which is key to make sure it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. So that's what happened. So now that I figured out that I had set up my camera wrong, this one is the DJI again. Now I'm like, why haven't I just been using this? This is like basically the same as using my phone. I think it's because whenever I had it out before, I was like, the screen is so small and it's so dark. But it's because there's like a setting, but you have to turn on the Pro setting within the DJI. I don't know what it is like with the new one with the bigger screen, but then there's like a hidden setting, but you can only access it if you use the phone app to change, because I had the ISO on auto, but the ISO auto originally was set at like such a low number that it made it so everything was like very, very dark. But now that I changed it where like the ISO is like the max ISO for the auto setting is like the highest number possible, now I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh, number one, I haven't tried importing this into my computer to know if like the stuff looks really pixelated and blown out, but now I can actually see what's happening on the screen. But I feel so stupid. Anyway, I have my lunch. I'll just show it to you. It's not very photogenic. It's lentils and rice, so it looks kind of like diarrhea poop, but we'll show you. See what I mean? It's not a very attractive lunch, but I mean, it's nutritious, it's gonna taste good. It needs a little bit more salt, but I'd rather undersalt things in the Instant Pot than have it be oversalted and be like dying of saltiness. But yes, I'm actually like 4 or 5 videos ahead in terms of uploads for today. So then I'll have like almost through the entire week done. So I will be able to leave my house today. I'm gonna go do that fun stuff pop-up wise. I'm gonna see how long the lines are because I also like don't want to stand in lines because it's kind of like, it's not cold, it's chilly. It's like 35 degrees or something. So it's not like cold, but it's like chilly. So I'm gonna do that, maybe do some holiday browsing. I'm not gonna spend any money, hopefully. I might buy some drinks outside, like a beverage or whatever, just because I don't want to carry around a bottle of water. But I'd rather like, you know, I haven't spent like any money this week actually. So treating myself to a bubble tea might be okay, even though it's like $9. In today's installment of a review nobody asked for, I bought this olive wood spatula at Trader Joe's last year. I've only used it for like a week and a half and it is completely cracked already. I've never put it in the dishwasher, I've hand washed it only. So that's a bummer. So I am gonna get rid of it. I know a lot of people really like wooden utensils because they like read stuff about plastic being the demon, which is like semi-true, but also at the same time, certain things should not be used in wood. One of the things with wood is you have to make sure it's like very clean and like there's no way to clean that crack every time. So that's like breeding grounds for bacteria. Same with cutting boards. It stresses me out so badly when people are using cutting boards to cut chicken, and I don't think a lot of, especially YouTubers that I watch, have the oh my god, they're not the cleanest folks. I don't think they're very good at cleaning stuff. So if you're cutting chicken on a wooden cutting board, just be very, very careful, because every time you cut you make micro cuts, not even just micro cuts. You're cutting the wood, which means the chicken germs are going into the little crevices. Anyway, this I'm gonna throw away, sadly, because it was kind of expensive. I think it was like $6 and I only got like a week's worth of use out of it before it like completely cracked. That was not like that before. That black line there, it was not black and there was no visible crack. I've also thrown away the what are they called, spoons that I bought in Korea that were already cracked that I got at Jeju, so that kind of sucked as well because they were kind of expensive. It's about 1, I think. Yeah, it just turned 1. So I just took out my trash and it was really heavy. I also took out like the stack of magazines, and that was like super awkward because my neighbor was coming out at the same time as I was like struggling, and I put it all on the free stuff shelf, so there's no secret now who put the magazines out on the free stuff shelf. Oh, I also checked my mail. I got my lease renewal, so I am set, because I don't know if I told you, but there was like a little bit of a discrepancy in the return address from the lease. It had like a different word in there. And then when I went to the post office, it happens every year when I go, and I just can never remember what I end up doing. So I ended up going with like whatever the post office said was the correct address. And I did make a Too Good To Go purchase from McKaylee Bakery. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, but basically I've been wanting to go for a while, and it has pretty good ratings. I just am like never in the right area. So it has, from my research, a mix between savory and sweet items. So they're kind of famous for babka. I'm hoping not to see a babka. I don't really like babka that much. I don't know why a lot of people love it. I think it's because nostalgia, I don't know. And then cookies and croissants, and then maybe some savory items. So hopefully I'll be able to get something nice there. I'm gonna go to Soho. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get anything fun for free, except for maybe hot chocolate from the Aveeno pop-up, because I think they're only giving away free stuff to the first 100 people other than hot chocolate. So since it ends at 3 but it opened at 9, there's no way I'm in the top 100. And then I'm gonna try to go to the Oculus, to go to the Guinness pop-up with the Levain cookies, and kind of look around, do some holiday stuff, because I think also Brookfield has their fun display where they do a bunch of like can art. I'll show you if I get there. We'll see. I haven't left my house / neighborhood in a very long time, so it'll be an adventure together. But yeah, anyway, I am trying to figure out which purse to bring. I packed this one because it fit my camera that I'm on right now, but it's kind of bulky and it like doesn't fit it that well, so I kind of need to figure out what to do. I guess it is winter season, so maybe I can put stuff in my pockets. Regardless, this is an internal decision to make. I also need to stop by Trader Joe's to do a little bit of some produce picking, and I also want to get, I know a lot of people don't like it, but I really like peppermint flavored things, aside from that coffee this morning that was bad. I'm gonna have to power through, but yeah, they have like peppermint JoJo's. I don't actually like the JoJo's that much. A lot of my friends actually say that it's better than Oreos. I don't really care for Oreos that much, but anyway. Oh, I can't do the off-brand one. I'm rambling. There's this off-brand Oreo brand called Hydroxy, I think is what it is, or Hydrox or something like that. Hydroxy, that's a chemical group. Hydrox, and they make me throw up. Like literally they make me throw up. Same with the Cheez-It off-brand cheese nips, that made me throw up too. First grade was very traumatic for me apparently with the off-brand snacks. Anyway, I'm going to kind of get my stuff together, and I'll talk to you in a bit when I'm out and about. Okay, so I accidentally slept through my stop, so now I'm at Canal, and there's no way to go back uptown except for paying again. I'm not going to do that, so I'm walking. By that I mean I was supposed to transfer at West 4th, but I slept. All these hustlers with their fakes, and then all the teens being, I'm going to get a dupe bag. No, it's called a fake, it's a counterfeit, which is highly illegal, and if you try to bring it into Japan, you're going to get a huge fine if they find you. What is this place? I also have my actual camera, Fredericks and May, but I'm using my phone. I'm doing my Too Good To Go pickup first. Actually, I'm across the street from it, so it's still open till 6. Remind me when I get home that I must oil the hinges of this strap, because in the cold it's making the worst screeching sounds. I was gonna take the bus, but it's literally just driving me through one stop through one police plaza, aka the Star of Law and Order, and drops me off on the other side, and then I have to walk. So I may as well just keep walking because the bus isn't coming for like 15 minutes. Also, me missing my train stop because I fell asleep added to like a 40-minute detour. I think that's City Hall. Okay, that is City Hall, and that's where you can walk the Brooklyn Bridge. I don't know if you can hear me. It's kind of crazy how many people. Personally, I would recommend walking from Brooklyn to Manhattan because the views are better, and it's also less crowded usually. City Hall, I'm surprised there's no protesters. There's usually protesters, especially with the current immigration reform and other reforms, Adams, etc. By the way, that's the bus. So I made it here exactly at the same time as the bus would have, and I got steps in, even though I really have to pee. So hopefully I can get to the mall quickly. I came to the CVS because I remembered I needed hand wipes, but they have a lot more stuff. This is like 2 stories. He's creeping on her. Santa's Mrs. Santa. Remind me to come to this one next time I have a coupon for free stuff, because it's very stocked. It has a bunch of stuff. 50% off sale. Dang. I want to get something like this for our trip, but I guess this is it. I was looking for a different brand because this one has kind of a scent. I have some at my house, so maybe I'll wait. Oh, there are water wipes, but I want antibacterial for the buffets. I was gonna say, when I was on the escalator, I saw some snacks I haven't seen and flavors I haven't seen before. They do have the crab chip. I've seen those in Maryland. Chester Ranch. Haven't seen those. Is that Jonas Brothers popcorn? I was gonna say, these must be new. They are new. They're like that mini M&M size. Unfortunately, I got stuck behind the slowest walkers ever. Oculus, Freedom Center, whatever. One Freedom Tower. There's a Rebag store here. Turns out that the Guinness event ended yesterday, so I did not come here for any reason other than to use the restroom. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I might go to Rockefeller next. I did my pickup, so that's good. And I got out of my house and I walked 4 miles. I'd be tempted by Uniqlo. No, I just went and bought in Japan here. I'm also an idiot and I forgot where I was going first. So Rockefeller first. Our bus has a Santa. I also think I the Banana Republic has bananas. See, they got bananas. Saks Fifth Avenue used to do like holiday show, but they canceled it this year. It was going on for like a decade or so. The question is, how will I get out of here? Because it was very difficult to get in here. The line to get into FAO Schwartz is crazy. I think I prefer Jelly Cat. Okay, I'm gonna try to explain this. So you saw how crowded it was. Some guy bumped into me and I bumped into this white girl who was like 22. She decided to raise her hand and slap me. So, number one, don't do that because I have it on video. If I wanted to, I could press assault charges because she raised her hand. Number two, it's a crowd. If you're gonna be that off the wall, she's also like a white prissy girl too. So it's like, don't do that. But I'm here waiting for my Juice Pass pickup. It starts in 14 minutes. So I have to kind of wander around. There's not that much stuff to look at. They actually let me do it early, so I got 3 items. I'll show you when I get home. I need to go home. I'm in a bad mood because of that girl. Also, she's gonna slap me for bumping into her. She's gonna be in a world of hurt. She's gonna have like no hand left after she goes through that crowd, because that was at the beginning by FAO Schwartz where it was very thin. Because of the train I ended up on, I came to Harlem to the new Trader Joe's because I haven't been here yet. That's a new flavor. I don't see my favorite. Some of the holiday stuff is already sold out, but it can't reach that. Oh, there's one in the front. I was curious what was missing. The shopping experience in this location is so much more chill. But what happened to that? Oh, I should tell my mom. Because we've been looking for the replacement for our hometown Bayerles. They used to have one, but they stopped selling it like 20 years ago. Tteokbokki's out, but I was watching a video of us making samosas with, I don't want that right now. But they made samosas with that. It's Laka season. They have limits on the weirdest things. I think they sell everything here. The one at 72nd doesn't have all this stuff. These are new. I've never seen shiitake mushroom stuff. I am back home. Do I regret going out? 100%. Okie dokie, this was $36. I got like all prepared foods because Trader Joe's, you know. Also, I'm leaving on Monday morning, like really early morning, so I didn't want to get too many produce items that might go bad because I don't have enough time to eat them. And the prepared foods will assure me that I'll just like eat them all. Miso Crunch chopped salad kit and barbecue black pepper Toscano chopped salad kit. These were for lunches. I saw this and I like bought it because I've never seen it before, but it's the butter with Parmesan, garlic, and herb. I used to get like a garlic butter. It was like in a black tub from Trader Joe's, but then they discontinued it. So I'm wondering if this is like the replacement. But I also think it's a seasonal item because it was like a maple butter and brown sugar one or something like that. It was like a red container. I got this one because the other one is not my type. Got one. I should have got two of the garlic naan, but I was worried I wasn't going to be able to carry it home. But got that. I saw this on the end cap and I got tempted. Oh, sugared. Dang it. I thought that said squared. I don't know why I thought it said squared. Sugared rice crackers and stars. So we'll see if that's good. We'll see. But I think that is a seasonal new item. I don't know. It was kind of hard to tell if it was holiday or if it was just in the Fearless flyer. Got a pork buns just because it's nice to have in the freezer if I want a small snack, that sort of thing. And then here I got my candy cane marshmallows with dark chocolate. I couldn't find the JoJo's, otherwise I probably would have bought them. Garlic gondolas. I was telling my friend that I saw this and they just released it, but she hadn't seen it yet. But that Trader Joe's had so much stuff that I've never seen before, but I was able to find this. And then I was reading a hack post on Facebook and people were putting meatballs in here. I couldn't find meatballs. I don't know. I just didn't go down the right aisle, I guess. But they're like making it into an Italian sub. I figure I can use turkey because I have sliced turkey meat and that'll be good. Got some mini quiche because this is my guilty pleasure. It only comes out around this holiday season and I wanted to try this a while ago and I've never seen it in the Trader Joe's in 72nd, so I got Pad See Ew. Next up is my Too Good To Go from the juice press at Rockefeller. I can see why it has a 4.1 star because you did not get anything over the value. You got the value, but not over the value like you do at some of the other stores. Got a falafel wrap and a overnight oats. This one is not my favorite, but it's also not the worst one, but I don't like overnight oats. If I could have asked the guy, maybe I should have. And then this pesto mushroom noodle. I really like this one actually. This one was full price. Everything else was marked down because it was expiring, but for $9.99, not bad because I mean it's like $3 an item, which is, I guess, worth it for lunches and stuff. I might actually eat this for dinner. Okay, the next is the McKaylee Bakery. This one was actually worth it. $4.99. Was supposed to get $15 worth of value. Definitely did. I think these are supposed to be sweet, but because they had some savory mixed in, everything's going to be savory, so we'll see. I don't know. These look kind of like they had sugary honey sort of stuff on the top. They might not even be the same, but got two pinwheels of sorts. I'll try to figure out what it is from the menu. This one looks like an Asiago cheese stick, I guess, because it has like the hard cheese. And then here is, they're also known for burritos, so I think one of these is a burrito here, and I don't know what kind it is. They had so many types, and I got awkward, otherwise I would have taken a video. They had a lot of extra stuff, and this looks like a turnover of some kind, savory one, but I'm actually really excited for this because it looks like it's mainly savory items, so this will probably be breakfast for the week, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 5 items, perfect. So apart from getting punched by a privileged white girl who was trying to go in the most crowded area of the city during one of the peak times. I think next week is going to be worse. But yeah, going to Oculus is kind of useless. Honestly, if I probably would have been able to stay on track and do everything I wanted to do today if I wouldn't have accidentally slept through my stop, because the train was like super messed up and it wasn't running on like the regular train tracks. So I like fell asleep because it also like stopped for, it took me like what should usually take like 20 minutes, took me an hour and 10 minutes today. So that was also part of it where I got like thrown off. But yeah, I slept through it. I was like, oh, West 4th. Because it said ST4 and I was like, I thought it was, anyway, regardless. So I could not transfer. And then the next train station down is Spring. And in Spring, I knew you had to like get out of the station and then swipe again. And I wasn't going to pay twice to do this mission. I thought Canal, maybe I would be able to, because I thought that Canal had more like transfers. It didn't. So I had to get out and I wasn't going to transfer and pay money. So I walked. And it was so crowded. There were so many tourists. They just stop in the middle of the street without a warning, too. They just stop. Like, full-on stop. Not slow down, stop. And I'm like, they're like right in the middle. My mom does it all the time. It drives me bonkers, especially at the grocery store. Because, anyway, regardless. So, walking across the Brooklyn Bridge today was apparently a hot issue. There were so many people. Oculus was really crowded. Oh, I had to use the bathroom there. the poor cleaning crew, they were like totally overwhelmed, I'm sure. But also at the same time, there's a PATH train, and I think the PATH train just dumped off a bunch of people from New Jersey, and they all had to use the toilet. So the line was so long after I got out. So I was lucky that I like was there at the time that I was there. But they didn't have the pop-up that I wanted to go to, and I wasn't like in a shopping mood because I'm on a low buy, no buy. And also, like, nothing's really catching my eye these days, like, at all. My soup is warming up, but I think I forgot to tell you about the Trader Joe's in Harlem. So it's pretty new. I think it just opened in, like, November, I want to say. But it had so many products in there I've never seen, and I follow all of the Trader Joe's accounts. There were, like, things in there that I don't think are new releases, but I just haven't seen them before, including, like, vegetables. Like, there's some vegetables I've never seen in Trader Joe's either. It was really clean, really bright, really spacious, really well stocked. Oh yeah, Dad, I did tell you because I was like, yeah, the things that were out of stock were things that I didn't really want. I could not find the JoJo's, but I actually didn't really need them because I actually also don't like sandwich cookies that are chocolate flavored. They had golden JoJo's with peppermint. I probably would have tried to find them a little bit more strategically. Checkout line was really fast, really efficient. The lady was super nice. She was like, oh, you're gonna have to help me hold this because I can never tell which way is the best way to pack the bag. And then she was like, wow, these are really sturdy, and like, because it was the Trader Joe's one that they have in like the mini tote that just got released again. And she was like, yeah, and look, we got all of your groceries in here. I was like, oh, I could have bought more. She's like, I guess so. But yeah, anyway, I am waiting for my soup. I'm also having some cucumber. So anyway, that's the update. Okay, it's 7 o'clock, and actually I'm so far ahead on my editing that I have actually already uploaded Thursday's video. So I'll just keep the momentum going forward. But then now I'm like, well, maybe I can like venture out to like the holiday madness after work one day when it's less crazy, like maybe Tuesday or something. I also have to go to the post office, so maybe I'll like go hand in hand, because actually there's another holiday market at Columbus Circle that I haven't been to in years. Anyway, I came out here because I'm having a Mozart chocolate. It's from Lindt. It's dark chocolate one, but yeah, they have like an entire line of Mozart chocolates, so let's give this a go. Also, my apartment is super hot, so this sweatshirt is making me even warmer than I should be. I want to see if it's special looking. If it just literally is just a chocolate, I'm going to be so sad because right now it's looking just pretty chocolate. It's just a chocolate. Okay, I don't need to do a taste test. It's a chocolate truffle. Turns out I should have taken a video because this is not just any old chocolate. I don't know what that is. Is it rum? It's marzipan. It's like almond, but it tastes like alcohol. I don't care for this at all. Remind me never to buy this again. But yeah. Like, this is the aftermath of me biting into it. If I would have been having a video of me biting into it, I would have been like bewilderment and also like kind of disgust at the same time, mixed with, am I gonna get poisoned? Anyway, I might throw this away. I was trying to figure out how to set up this camera on the desk, and I don't think I figured it out. I don't know if this video is going anywhere, to be honest, because I didn't really do anything of worthy, you know. It was a weekend, and I did go out, and it was kind of like, this will just be a reminder for myself. Even though you might have FOMO about Christmas and Rockefeller Center, don't do it. I'm happy that I did Bryant Park a few weeks ago, before it got crazy, because I have seen videos of what it looks like on weekends, and I also just randomly stumbled across this lady, can't remember her name. I always want to see her name is like Maria, but it's not. But she has a YouTube channel, and she's like, she quit her job as like a software engineer at like a bank. I want to say BOA. I want to say Bank of America, but yeah, anyway, so she's now a candle maker, and she has a stand in the Christmas market or holiday market at Bryant Park, and it looks crazy. Yeah, so I'm happy I didn't go back, and now I understand why the prices are so crazy high, because I didn't realize it was run by the Urban Spaces people. I think that's the name of the group. They're kind of notorious for charging high vendor rent and taking a cut, but the prices are super high. So I think she said it was like 25,000, I want to say, and she's not even in the proper market. She's like on like the street. so she doesn't get like the full foot traffic. And then because I had seen some of her videos, honestly they're kind of boring because I'm not into candle making, but then another video came up that recommended, and it was like short or something, and it was somebody asking some lady who was running the book. It's one of these vendors that I would roll my eyes at because it's like, I guess. They basically cut out pages of books, like paper books, and then they draw on them, and then they're selling them for like $40 or something. I don't remember how much it was. That's like a hyperbole there. And then, yeah, anyway, so that person was saying that they, Urban Spaces Group or whoever is the one who owns it, I think it's Urban Spaces, but they get like a certain cut of every day's sales as well. So I'm totally curious to know if it's like really worth it. I wonder if the person will do it on YouTube is do a breakdown, because she like came from banking, right, of like the actual per hour efforts, because she's also hired other staff and people to run the booth, so she doesn't have to sit there all the time, which just makes sense. But yeah, I'm wondering if she will actually disclose the profit over the, I think it's 52 days, and I wonder if she'll do the breakdown per hour, pre-tax and post-tax, because I'm curious. Also, I feel like people who can afford freelancing, I was thinking about this, okay, so maybe this is going up somewhere. Meredith's conspiracy theories, or just theories about insurance. So I feel as if people who can afford insurance, if you're gonna go freelance, I feel like you need to have a partner who has a steady, like, 9-to-5 job with benefits. That is enough rambling for today. I don't think I'm going back to Bryant Park this season because that looks chaotic on social media. Because again, everybody's there to film TikToks, and also everything is so overpriced. I'm also on a no-buy, and I don't tend to like homemade items. I know, small business support or whatever, but like I don't like homemade items. So anyway, thank you again for watching, and I will talk to you tomorrow. It'll be a week in my life, and honestly, I just gotta get some stuff out the door, so that's the plan.